And the cool thing about Alibaba is it's actually pretty similar to Amazon in the way that it functions. When I say go down the rabbit hole, it means just use it as a jumping off point to see if we can find a good product to sell. The only reason that it attracted me is because it is small and lightweight. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to do some product research using Alibaba. And you guys hear me talk about Alibaba all the time in all of my other Amazon videos, but I don't know if you are aware that you can actually utilize Alibaba in order to do product research. I think I might have one or two videos already on my channel that are a bit older on using Alibaba, so we're going to do a fresh new video so that you can start looking for products to sell on Amazon and get launched ASAP. Before you get started, go ahead and make sure you click on that subscribe button and like the video, and let's jump right in. All right, we're inside of my computer and I'm on Alibaba.com. I'm going to be utilizing Helium 10 that I've mentioned to you guys multiple times before. It is the best product research software in the game, so I will go ahead and leave a link to it for you to try it out for free down below in the description box. But first, let's start on Alibaba and then I'll show you how we're going to incorporate Helium 10 into our product research. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and look at what I can see. So I'm assuming that a lot of you have never seen Alibaba before. And the cool thing about Alibaba is it's actually pretty similar to Amazon in the way that it functions. We can see that there's a search bar right here in the middle versus at the very top with Amazon, but you can just type in anything that you're looking for. So if you are looking for something specific, let's say you've already done your product research and now you are looking for a manufacturer, then you could go right here to that search bar and you can type in anything that you want. So if you are looking for any of these, actually, denim tiers, I have no clue what that is, but you could click on that and you'd be able to see different suppliers who make this product. Oh, denim tears? Am I tripping, or is that tears? Or is tears and tears spelled the same way? Either way, honey, that's what it looks like. But that's not what we're going to do right now. What we're doing is actually looking for product inspiration. So that is if you already had a product and you wanted to search it up, that's where you would use the search bar. But instead of doing that, what we're going to do is look and see how else we can find different product ideas to go down the rabbit hole. When I say go down the rabbit hole, it means just use it as a jumping off point to see if we can find a good product to sell. So we need somewhere to start, and if we have no clue, what we can do is go ahead and scroll down here, and where it says explore millions of offerings tailored to your business needs, we can click on one of many different categories. So they've got environment, sports and entertainment, beauty, mother, kids and toys. There's so many different categories that they have here, and we can literally click on anything we want. So what I am gonna do is I'm actually gonna go back closer to the beginning, and I'm gonna click on mother, kids and toys because it caught my eye first. So that's what we're gonna click on, and we're gonna use this as our jumping off point. Where we end up, I don't know, but this is where we're gonna start. So once I click on that, I can see other kind of like subcategories underneath this bigger topic of mother, kids and toys. And I find it interesting that they put toys in here as well, because on Amazon they separate toys to toys and games, and then they've got like a baby category, and then they've got home and kitchen. So they kind of group theirs a little bit more differently, but either way, similar idea. So what we can see is that there are a bunch of different subcategories here. Things for diapers, so diaper bags, I'm sure changing mats and things like that. Magic tricks, baby clothing sets, ride-on cars, building block sets, jewelry making toys, so on and so forth. So as we scroll down, we can see Alibaba guarantee products. These are items where the shipping is included. Yes, the shipping is included, and then they also give you a guarantee as far as the delivery of the product. So a little bit less anxiety when you're picking one of these suppliers who can make any of these products. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep scrolling down. There is one product that already caught my eye, but I'm going to see if there's anything else that could catch my eye further. I think I like the idea of this. This is a balloon clip. I'm not actually familiar with this product. The only reason that it attracted me is because it is small and lightweight. So I always like items like that. balloon clips. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go onto Amazon.com. Oops, click the wrong button. And I'm gonna type in balloon clips into the search bar. And here's where we're going to use helium-10. And we'll go from there. Okay, so we've got balloon clips right here, and we can see all of the different searches. And I'm just giving it a second to try to load up here. But I can see that a lot of them are kind of shaped this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as like a pentagon. And then we've got these other ones that are shaped a little bit differently. These are spring clamps. So this isn't really what we're looking for. But I think that's a product that we can look up next if these balloon clips don't work out for us. But let's go ahead and do a little bit more digging. What I'm gonna do is use helium-10. So I've got the Google Chrome extension. Again, that link in my description. If you follow that, you'll be able to try it out, and then you can download the Google Chrome extension like I did, and you'll be able to see what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna click on that extension tool, and then I'm gonna click on the other tool here that says X-ray. And with X-ray, we're gonna look at some information as far as whether or not this would be a good product to sell. Off of the bat, I'm not super attracted to this product based off of the price point. It's very cheap. We ideally want a product that's at least $15 per unit, and this one is only 10. So it's low cost, which is a good thing, but then also the selling price is low to correlate with that low cost to buy it. So that's not the best, simply because we want high profitability. So lower price makes it harder to be profitable. With that though, we're gonna go ahead and clean up the results a little bit. What I'm gonna do is click on the filters button and click hide sponsored products from results. Sponsored products are just ones that are ads, so we don't want to see that in our results. What I'm going to do is scroll over to these two columns here. And if you guys feel lost in this video, I've got many other product research videos where I go a little bit slower through what I'm doing now, but I'm kind of going a little bit more quickly so that we can just kind of get to the point instead of me explaining every little thing. But either way, you can refer back to those videos. I also do go over all of the criteria and kind of talk you through every single step of launching a product on Amazon from scratch in my step-by-step Amazon FBA program. And for that one, I will also leave the link down in the description if you want to learn from me and you want me to be your mentor and kind of take you through the entire process. You can do that through enrollment into that program. So bouncing on back here, we're going to go to parent level revenue and reviews. And I'm going to click on parent level revenue to order it from highest to lowest. And when I order from highest to lowest, I can see the number one seller of this product is not actually the right product. These are stick dots and we're looking for balloon clips. We're gonna go ahead and delete that because that is not the right product. And these are clamps, which is also not the right product. So we're gonna delete that as well. And what we can do is go through and see what else does not belong here. This is a balloon arch kit. This does not belong here. That can go. We can remove that. And then as we can see, the average reviews are going down. Ideally, we want this number here to be 250 or less. And it's at 490, which means the reviews are still just too high. But if we go ahead and click on this, these are glue dots. We can remove that from our results as well. Those do not belong there. We're down to 380. If we keep on looking for these items with high reviews that are not the actual product we're trying to search for, then we can remove them from our search results as well. So when I say clean up the search results, this is what I mean. It's removing anything that is irrelevant. So all of these are the clamps and we're gonna remove them all, and I'm pretty sure we'll be under 250. All right, there we go. We're at 243, which means that this is a viable product idea based off of just the reviews. However, there are other areas where this lacks in what makes a good product. So for example, again, the average price is too low, the average revenue is way too low, and the total revenue is way too low. So this is not a product that we would move forward with, but we have somewhere to go from here because remember, we were looking at those, what were they, balloon clamps? Let me see here, spring clamps. So we started with the balloon clips, that's not gonna work, but let's go for spring clamps and see. what the results are like for spring clamps. It looks like the reviews are going to be pretty high here, but we'll give it a chance anyway. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to click on X-ray, and then I'm going to see what pops up from there. Here we go. Yep, the reviews are high, so we could go through the same exact steps as we did before. We filter out the sponsored items from our search results. We can click on parent level revenue. It'll order it from high to low, and then we remove anything that doesn't belong here, such as, that kind of looks like it, just a different version. Okay, these all look to be spring clamps from just a quick hover. So there's not anything immediately that we can remove. So that stands that the average reviews are accurate. So this is really at 1100, and again, that's too high for what we're looking for. We want 250, that's 1100. So that's going to be a no-go. What we can do from here, and just as another example of going down the rabbit hole, is that we can click on one of these listings, and then we can click on the storefront to that listing. So they are selling these spring clamps, but if we go to their storefront, we'll be able to see what other items they sell as well. So once we go here, we can see that it looks like all they really sell are spring clamps. They don't have anything else. If they did, they would be able to add them in here into the tabs at the top. I would assume that maybe they're a newer brand, and that's why this is all they sell. They have different sizes of the spring clamps, so that's really all they have going for themselves here. Brand story, feedback, and yeah, not too much else to look at. If we go back to the search page, we might be able to find a different storefront that might have other product ideas that we could potentially look at. So I'm gonna go find another top seller here. And this one's called Romita Store, so I'm gonna click on that. Okay, these are definitely different types of products that they sell. They're still kind of like utility products though, and that makes sense for a brand. Even if they sell different items, they all kind of still make sense to one another. So like duct tape and these little hooks and clamps, like that makes sense. They're not selling things that are just drastically different. Now this is drastically different to me. These are syringes for the ear to like remove wax, I suppose, or wash out noses and ears. So that one is kind of an outlier. It doesn't really look like it belongs here, but everything else kind of seems like it makes sense for the brand. So anyway, we can look at any of these different items they have here. I'm gonna look at cellophane bags. These are pretty cheap, so actually let's not. I'm gonna look at desiccants. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but these are like the silica gel packs that you get with like a new package or something like that. I never really thought of the fact that you could sell something like this. So just out of curiosity, let's type in silica packets and see. Okay. The reviews may be high on the silica packets, but let's take a quick look. Yep, reviews are very, very high, but let's hide sponsored. Let's go from top to bottom. Wow, that's very impressive that there's somebody who is making $155,000 a month selling these silica gel packs. Like I would never imagine that. But either way, you can go through and kind of clean it up a little, see if you can get it down under 250. If you can, then it's something, you know, kind of worth looking at more closely. I'm not going to spend time doing that in today's video, but that's just one of the things that you can do. So remember, we started at these balloon clips and we kind of went down the rabbit hole. We looked at the clamps, and then we found the silica packets, and we could keep going down that route if we wanted to. But again, for the purposes of demonstration, let me just come back here and see if we might be able to find one other thing. And I'm looking to see if anything really like jumps out to me. It's interesting because a lot of these are toys that my 4-year-old would play with. So it's kind of cool to see the different toys that are out there. Looking, is there anything super interesting? Let's see. Elastic slingshot. It's only cost about $2 a unit, so it's going to be cheap, which we love. So I'm going to type in elastic slingshot here. See if anything good pops up. Yeah, interesting. Let's go ahead and look using X-ray. And then we'll see if there's anything else from there. Ooh, the average reviews are low, but 0 for the search volume, which means people are not searching this up at all on Amazon. And the total revenue is $84,000, which is extremely low. So we are not even going to waste our time with this one. The numbers just aren't there. So we would completely overlook this. But I wonder if there are other items that are similar. We might next go and look at these felt balls or these fuzzy balls. That's one place that we can go. We might look at, let's see if there's anything else here that we could potentially look up. Not necessarily. Oh, what is this? Slingshot rubber band. Aero helicopter. That could be something that we might look at. Maybe we look up wooden slingshot instead of elastic, and let's see if maybe there's better results for that one. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what the results look like for wooden slingshot. Give it a second here. Okay, well, at least there's something for the search volume with this one. Average reviews are low. This is like an interesting niche that I probably would spend more time exploring. Kind of these wooden toys, I think, is a good route to go down, especially with like, you know, a lot of younger parents. I'm a millennial parent. We like, you know, kind of those more rustic looking toys because we just feel like, I don't know, it's aesthetically pleasing or something. Maybe I'm projecting, but I do think that this would be an interesting niche to go down. So maybe next I would type in wooden toys or wooden something. Or what you can do is just type in wooden and see what pops up for that. Wooden roses, that's something I never have looked up ever. I guess that could be something, but I don't see any wooden roses. Either way, I could go down a whole nother rabbit hole with this one. But at the end of the day, you can kind of see the process of using Alibaba. If we had more time, I could sit here probably for hours and just look at the different products and look at the numbers. But I wanted you to have an idea of how you could get started using Alibaba as a tool for product research.